Good, and we'll roll up together. I try to time the local Zoom class with my worldwide friends on YouTube, and I try to get a little better at it. Try to get a little bit better at everything every day. That's one way of thinking of yoga. Wherever we are, we do our level best to get a little better at whatever we do. And that, of course, can be physical, mental, emotional, behavioral. But congratulations on joining. If you're brand new and the YouTube algorithm dropped you off, this is yoga for 50 plus minus, which means everybody, but it means you can be on either side and get some really good results. Wednesday is generally yin yoga. And if you're wondering who I am, my name is Greg. I'm simulcasting from the East Bay of California. I've been teaching yoga for 4 or 5 lifetimes now, and I've got a lot to learn, but fortunately, I've got friends to do it with. Now, normally on Wednesday, it's very mellow, but because of the holiday, Memorial Day, we didn't have a chance to do our standing joint juice. So tonight, I've whipped up in my head a hybrid class that I think you're really going to enjoy, even if you're brand new and you've never done yoga or you've been doing yoga with me for literally 22 years now. We're going to do some standing joint juice, some on the ground yin, a couple of restorative poses. We're going to feel fabulous when we're done. So close your eyes, get ready for the adventure, clear your mind, especially if you have a lot going on, something dropped in your life today, or, something life sometimes, and this too shall pass. Just breathe. If you're not breathing, please start. Sometimes yoga is the simple willingness to let the hyper movement of our mind settle for a moment, letting things clear. Good, now we're going to chant Om together. If you haven't done that, you can just belt it out. Inhale. God, love, source, whatever you'd like to be called today, as long as we do call. Bless our practice tonight that every participant gets a very large download of love and light and truth. All right. We're going to start outstanding in our field. This is a little different from Wednesday. It'll be our abbreviated joint juice, but it's a good thing. And the good news is you can untuck your shirt, leave everything else on, and just do some zombie stepping with me. This gets me down into my body and less into my head. I had a bit of an emotional interaction with somebody today that I'm very close to. It was very unexpected, and one of those sort of explosive things, and things are said, and those things always pass, but they leave an echo inside of us, don't they? And so yoga clears up echoes. Everything will be okay. It's impossible for us humans to always get along perfectly, I've discovered. Okay, arms out. I'm not sure we're supposed to. I think the rough edges help to polish our souls. So the person in your life that's a rough or sharp edge, be grateful for them. They're doing you some good. If everybody was all soft and fluffy, we'd be all soft and fluffy too. Speaking of soft and fluffy, hey cat, catty. Good job, you guys. Welcome newcomers. Isn't this easy so far and kind of fun? Really good for you. Swing your arms, close your eyes, slap your ass, keep your feet grippy on the floor. Turn your head along with it, swing your ponytail. You know why they call ponytails ponytails? Because they're like a pony's tail. Good, now next time you go to the right, left hand, right shoulder, left arm, right arm behind you, and corkscrew, have a look behind you. Keep your feet grippy on the floor. Swing it over to the other side. Get a nice little corkscrew. The beautiful thing about my class, there are many beautiful things, but we do these essential human ranges of motion that together in sequence help us live longer, healthier, way more fun lives. Release. Inhale. Exhale out. Now my feet are about hip distance apart. My hips are hip distance apart. I sink and then I roll up. I call this one roly-poly guacamoles. You sink in and you kind of get you out of your, it's hard to be overly intellectual when you're doing this. Sink down and roll up. Welcome to my Bay Area, friends. Nice turnout. A little late arriving, but that's okay. The only yoga class you're late for was your very first one ever. 2. This one relaxes me. Good. Now, feet together. This is the abbreviated version. Place your hands down here south of the border. Inhale, and now I want you to look up over your neighbor's fence to see what they're up to. You know they're up to something nefarious over there. There's something going on. They're probably growing marijuana. 10, 9, 8. That's nothing anymore, is it? 6, 5, 4. Maybe you're growing marijuana. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. For all people who use recreational drugs and alcohol, welcome to my class. As long as it's fun, enjoyable, and exciting, it's a great gift from God. After a while, it may be a bit of a burden on your mind or body. If that's the case, yoga can begin to supplant the intoxicants of life. You can find something, you can get high on your own supply, as they say. We're high right now on our tippy toes. Plus, it's cheaper. Drop your heels, knuckles on your head, side bend left. Inhale. I've used more recreational drugs and alcohol than all of you guys put together, I bet. I've spilled more than you drank. These are AA sayings. Good. Inhale up and stretch up and release out. Good. Now step out wide. Leave me a comment if you disagree. If you disagree with anything or like to counter or object to anything I do, just like and subscribe and leave a comment up your back. We're rocketing toward 1,000 subscribers, and that makes a big difference. So if you're watching this, even for a second, waste your time, please like and subscribe. The motto here is like whether you like it or not, subscribe whether you want to or not, because it helps spread yoga and peace around the world. Heels in, toes out, and head and butt on the floor. Can you get your head and butt on the floor? Me neither. Just go lower, bring your butt lower than your butt and make your head go lower than your head. Bring your arms all the way over. Now shoot your arms forward, zing. And little kids, they can squat with their butt on the floor. So give it a go. Good, inhale, come on up. Excellent, now toes in, heels out. Push the sky up. Second side bend. Oh, say something spiritual like, Inhale. Say something spiritual like, Good job. Feeling better. Abbreviated joint juice. All right. Left foot forward. This is the best. Turn onto your right toenails. Swing it around. Had a very busy day today. Argument with a friend. Hit golf balls. Rode my bike. Had a drum lesson. Talked to teachers about next fall. Teaching a yoga class. Taking a friend out for her birthday tonight. We're going to the Cheesecake Factory and I'm going to eat everything in sight. Sink in. I'm going to eat grain and wheat and sugar and flour tonight, which is like very rare for me, but I'm going to the damn Cheesecake Factory and I've got to pay for it. Sink in. Place is expensive too. Good. Come up and out. Fortunately, yoga makes you rich and famous. Right foot forward, turn over onto your left toenails. That's actually true. Swing your heel around. Yoga increases your abundance, your sense of flow, your prosperity, no doubt about that. I'm not saying you're going to be a billionaire. You'll just have the experience of having all you need. A lot of billionaires are miserable people, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wouldn't mind trying it. I think I'd be a really good billionaire. Please, God, sink into your feet. Not only do you get great physical movement in my class, you get astonishingly brilliant philosophical insights. You're welcome. Good. Come up and out. Drop your chin, take your coconut around. 1, 2. Oh, and I spent a half an hour continuing to write my book today. Everybody's writing their book, right? I'm going to finish mine. 4, 3, 2. Everybody should write a book. Everybody's got a story. My friends have stories, let me tell you. 1, they open art studios, they escape from East Germany, they start businesses, they are entrepreneurs, they've had spiritual awakenings. Everybody's got a story. 6, 7. Good. Now relax your head down and close your eyes for 20 seconds. What's your book going to be about? Maybe you've already written one. Good. Shoulders. 1, 2. Now I'm 68 years old. I know you would never guess it. I don't look a day over like 67, I don't think, but I'm very busy and active. This is the best time of my life. I have to hit golf balls and play the drums and exercise and do yoga every single day. Other way, I have to climb trees. I have to run up and down Swiss hills and sing out loud like Julie Andrews. I need a functional body. So joint juice is the best for that. I went over to Switzerland once and sang on their hills. They kicked me out. Hands. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The hills were not alive with the sound of music. This is good for arthritis and rheumatism. You'll be free of it. You'll be released from the prison of inflation, inflammation, maybe inflation, I don't know. Shake poop off your hands. I've never had kids, but I have had yoga students, so I've had to shake some poop off my hands. Good. Hello, bright new future. A poop-free future. Even if you argue with your friend about something. Faster, faster. Cup your hands at your heart. Extend forgiveness to everyone, even yourself. We continue. I love abbreviated joint juice. Inhale. Now I'm going to put my hands on my super cute hips. My toes are in, my heels are out. And if you go outside tonight, you're going to see a crescent moon. It's going to be so beautiful. I think it's maybe 5% illumined. It's just that bare little smile crescent where you can see the whole outline of the moon. I saw it last night at 2% full. So make sure you take that in tonight. It's a beautiful thing to see. Other way, every time I see the brand new crescent moon, it reminds me that life is always refreshing, regenerating, filling up again. It's an important thing to remember. It's always darkest before the dawn. 6, 7, 8, especially when you swing your hips around, kids. Feet together. You newcomers are going to love these because you have stiff, crabby knees. Make little knee loops. 1. Now, all you friends around the world watching from all the continents except from Antarctica, you should see my local yoga students. They are young and frisky and lively. They can go all the way down and scrape their butt on the floor. It's amazing watching them. Other way. 1, 2. By the way, you can study with me locally. I teach Saturday mornings in Pleasant Hill. You can look it up on Google. Free class, no travel expenses. 7, 8. Come on up. Place your paws. This time I'm not going to go up my tippy toes. I'm going to push my feet deep into my floor. Push my paws up. And one more side bend. Lean left. I'm leaning so far left with a t-shirt that's too small. My abdomen is showing. Inhale. And this way. Oh, do I need to stretch today? Release some endogenous morphines. Inhale up. Then I'm pulling my hands down, and I use blocks for my forward fold. I am not ashamed to admit it. I'm proud of it. Then when I come down, I inhale, I look forward, I lift my heels, I bend my knees. That's the soft part. When I exhale, I go deep. 1, 2, 3 when I'm not breathing, and it really will get you as flexible as you're going to get. Come on up. All of us have a certain, I would say, karmic physiological range within which we will get limber, but this practice will get you as limber as you're going to get. You don't need to be any more limber than that. Good. Arms out to the side. Some Sheryl Crows. With some arm twisties. And they had a seat. That's abbreviated joint juice. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad you did it with me. Have a seat. If you're brand new, joint juice, usually 20 minutes. It has some cartwheels and backflips. It's pretty fun. I know my local friends are probably not very happy we left out the backflips. But now I'm sitting on my blanket. If you're brand new, this is called Sukhasana Easy Pose, legs crossed. Now, a lot of us, the knees are up and you're being hurtled back and you're like so unhappy that you're questioning doing yoga. Sit up on top of a blanket and slowly lean forward until you feel that you can go no further, and then breathe into that place. If you have yoga blocks, since it's Yin Yoga Wednesday, I call it Yin's Day, you could put, look at that. That is brilliant. This is brilliant. That I can bound my head, like shoulder blades apart. We'll spend about 30 seconds in a seated forward fold. Now, if you're really flexible and your head comes all the way down, bonk. Take it easy on yourself. Can't go 110% all the time. You can 103% will do sometimes. Now from fingertips, I'm going to inhale, long spine, look forward. It's that breathing thing. Exhale, I'm going to deepen in a little bit. Tonight, my elbows hit the floor, so I'm going to massage my forehead, my floor head. If your elbows don't hit the floor, raise your floor up. Get some blocks. Good, my friends, please come up. Oh boy. Now, how many of you have been sitting all day long at the computer, at the high chair, sitting in the car, just sitting, looking at your iPad for 8 hours, looking at crap? So this is the antidote. Hands behind you, and pay penance by thrusting your hips up till you hear your underpants squeak. Lift up. Good, and come on down. Switch the cross because they go the other way. This way is going to feel awkward and unusual, which is some of my favorite feelings. Again, if you're way up here, you're just going to have to take some time. Yoga is going to take a couple weeks to open you up, but you got to start somewhere. The power is in starting, then the power is in continuing. Spread your armpits down, relax your hands, drop your chin. Inhale, look forward, elongating your spine, if that makes sense. Exhale, deepen. Sometimes you got to give it a little time. There's a kind of yoga called vinyasa where you're jumping all over the place. You do 108 sun salutations before you go to the emergency room. This is slower, more peaceful brand of yoga. Inhale, come on up. This stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and relaxation nature of our nervous system. And that doesn't turn on every now and then. You blow up like a frazzled circuit. Lift up. Lift up a little higher. I can feel my crispy friends in Cleveland, not so bendy in Baltimore. Lift up. Good. Sink down. Stretch your legs out. It's short season, at least it is in the northern hemisphere. So a lot of friends in the southern hemisphere. If it's freezing in New Zealand or awkward in Auckland, you can have tights on. Stretch up. This is called Dandasana. I lengthen my spine, my dandas, and I press out through my heels and I stretch my toes open like my cat. Every pose is really an energetic prayer, I guess you would say. Good, then pause on the floor, forepaws on the floor, and rock it, your hips up. This is why for 50 plus minus is most 50 plus minus people never touch the body no more, and it becomes the mess of congested tissue. So lift up. Good. Come on. Feet together. Now here's one that newcomers just hate. Your knees are up. This is just feels like flames are running up and down your legs, not in a good way. And you're leaning back and you're crying. It'll be a while before your legs open up. Dr. Greg, I have an honorary doctorate from the Cayman Islands University, says, wag your legs out a little bit. I have a clandestine bank account in the Cayman Islands where I shove all my yoga money so I don't get in trouble. Not the first yoga teacher that's ever done that. Good. Now, wag your knees. That's why the hot yoga was so hot. That teacher couldn't afford air conditioning because he took all the money. Good. Now push your knees all the way down. If you have really long arms, just be crabby for a sec. I was crabby anyway, you say. Good. Now, I love this. The twist, not so much. See if you can do it with me. Fold your right knee over. Can you take your left ankle out like a little twisty tie? Isn't that cute? Now, my guy hips are very tilted to the left. So it's kind of a challenge for me to lift both of my hands. But for a lot of people, it's super easy. Then push the ceiling up. Yoga feels so good. Now turn to the right, close your eyes, and don't die. Keep breathing. I haven't lost a single student yet, not during class. Some people can twist way over to the right. Relax your hands down. Now you can twist a wee bit more. Good. Now here's a very clever movement that I made up. I'm back on my hands, and now bottoms up, kids. Lift from the front of your hips. Yeehaw. Good, and sink down. Come on out. Give them a wiggle and a waggle. Get any dents out. If you're a little kid, if you're like 9 and watching, you're just zipping through this stuff, laughing at your grandparents. But if you're 50 plus minus, some of this stuff is going to be like, it's a hurt. So you're going to have to get used to it. There's no excuses. There's no way around it. I'm not going to candy coat yoga. Left knee over your right. Twist your ankle over the top. Now on this side, my knee says, bring one arm up. You bring both arms up, push your palms up, and turn to the left as far as you can. In this pose, I'm showing a variation. A variation means an adjustment that allows you, yes, you, to do something that somebody else is doing differently. Variations are essential in life because there's always somebody way better than you at what you do, and there's always somebody way worse. And our job is to find where we fit and not judge. Good luck on that. Good. Then bring your paws down, hands behind you, and lift up your hips. I want to hear your pelvis is squeaking. Lift up. Good, yogis, and sink down. Excellent stuff. Now we'll counter pose, legs out. See that? Now yoga fists. It's really important to stay strong through your wrist, not just always flexion, but strong through the fist. Put your fists into the floor, and if you can, lift up into plank. Put your toes on the floor, ankles together, and lift your buns. If you can't do it, keep coming back. Good, sink down. Cross your legs for a moment. Now we're going to chant an Om together now that we've got some energy and breath going through our body. Biggest inhale ever. If you're a praying person, pray for somebody or something. If you're not a praying person, it's a good time to start. I pray that you start praying. It's the most powerful human activity. Good, you guys. Okay, now for something completely different. Now, I would like us to crawl around on the floor like an animal. And let's engage some cats and cows. You might be watching this for the first time saying, this sure seems overly simplistic and rudimentary. And I would say, welcome aboard, kids, because it ain't simple and rudimentary if you ain't doing it. So do it and judge the results. Judge all the happiness and peace and well-being and common sense that flows in. Couple more. Good. Now, maybe you're really tight in Tennessee or crispy in Cleveland. You could come down to your left elbow. This might be it. I'm just going to come down to my left shoulder and left ear, and I'm going to support myself with my right hand. Now, that might be too much if you're new, so just stay on your elbow and try not to die. Otherwise, left shoulder, left ear. Keep your knees down. This is the Swiss Army knife pose. It's a forward fold, a twist, neck release, shoulder opener, inversion. If you're new to this, it feels like there's a lot of weight being slammed down into your face, and that's going to take your body so that the weight is distributed evenly, and it's going to take about 2 weeks. If you feel really good, you're balanced, take your right arm up and around behind your back, snake it around. And because we're doing a yin pose, it will sink into layers and layers. But I don't want you to put yourself in a dangerous position. So I told you many previous places where you could be parked. If you did bring your right arm behind your back, take it out set it down, push out, and do a couple of cats and cows. If all you did was subscribe and do cats and cows with us 2, 3 times a week, your life would become immeasurably better. Good. Now, if you're stiff in the field, just your right elbow is fine. If you open up right shoulder, right ear, don't lift your left hand. It's going to moderate the gun. And again, think of all that's going on. It's a spinal elongation, it's a twist, it's a neck release, shoulder opener, it's an inversion, it's a twist. And it also builds patience. And again, if that left arm, it feels free, just take it up around behind your back and snake your left hand inside of your right thigh. I know people that can do that. They're all arms. Sometimes the long arms really pay off in some poses, and in some poses, they just get in the way. Good, big inhale. On exhale, extract your left arm out if you put it in the exotic place. Do come out now. Oh, this pose makes me look fat. Let me fix that. Good. Now, can you turn your hands down backwards? I realize this might be advanced for some, but I'm spinning my hands 180 degrees, thumbs to the outside, little fingers to the inside. Feel some cats and cows with some more forearm and wrist release. And again, if your paws balk at this, then maybe just turn your hands a little bit. I'm always going to be asking a little more. And if this is not enough for you, just shop around. You'll find yoga teachers that will hurt you. Good. Now, very carefully lean back into your wrists. Cease catting and cowing. My teacher used to be able to put his butt on his hips. His butt was already on his hips, his butt on his heels by stretching his forearm so much. My butt remains on my hips, at least for a little while longer. After cheesecake tonight, it's going to probably droop down a little bit. Oh, that's enough of that one. Ugh. Ich bin ein Hamburger. Come down. Now, me and my 60-year-old golfing buddies, when we watch TV, this is how we watch TV. We lay in bed or we lay on the floor with our iPads and text our friends with our feet up. Now, frankly, you know I'm being facetious because you don't often see 60-year-old dudes just laying on the floor with their feet up. There's a reason for that. It's because they're 60 years old and they have a dad bod. We're going to fix that. We're going to go from dad bod to rad bod. So just let your right leg down. Cross your right forearm in front of you. Extend your left arm out like this. And then there may not be a foot back there. It may be a hideous, rude awakening. If it is, get a yoga strap and Gene Autry your foot. Get a hold of it if you can. Get a hold of yourself. Now, this is a great accomplishment. I'm here to encourage most people most of the time. If you can't do this yet, it's a goal. If it's easy, lift your left leg all the way up. Push into your right elbow and bring your chest up a little bit. You want this feeling that you're floating now, and this left foot's going to tickle the back of my head in my dream tonight. Then I'm going to lift my right leg at the same time for fun. Up, I see a cat. There's Helga's cat. And then I'm going to extend my right arm out and I'm going to lift myself off of the floor. This pose is good for resentments for the teacher. Good, release that. And rest on your left ear for a second. Jiggle your buttocks. It's my favorite part of class. Good. Up on your elbows, both legs up. All my 60-year-old guys around the world, there's legions of you now. I'm proud that you're doing this. We need you in class. Text your friends. You're doing the best yoga class ever. Bring your left leg down. Extend your right arm out. And then, is there a foot back there? You might freak out. It's like, wow, there used to be a foot back there, but it's gone. If it's gone, you're just going to have to maybe get a yoga strap or a blanket and lasso it. Now, super yoga experts from the Yoga Institute of India could be watching and going, good golly, this is such remedial yoga. It's not if you can't do it. So lift up the leg as high as you can. When you were a little kid, your toes would touch the back of your head. Lift the left leg. Lift your chest. Extend your left arm out. Lift everything up. Silently curse the instructor. Lift, breathe. If you can only do part of this, we'll take it. Release everything. Rest on your right ear. Jiggle your buttocks. Breathe. Good, then face down like a plow, up on our elbows just one more time. This is not my strongest yoga. I've never been a really big backbender. You should see some other stuff. It's amazing. Some of my arm balance stuff, you'd freak out. But for me, grab this one. Grab that one. If you couldn't do the previous thing, you ain't doing this. Then lift it all up. This is called skateboarding on your pelvis. Squeeze your knees a little closer together. Relax your shoulders. And again, gymnasts, circus performers, contortionists, they're laughing at us right now. But when they're in the hospital later in life, we're going to be happy we did this. And release. And come down to whichever ear you want. And just rest for 30 seconds. Good, 20 seconds. I changed my mind. Now, up on your elbows, Sphinx pose. Now, we're going to decompress our spine, and that's going to keep our spine healthy and juicy and loose and happy. So I'm going to slide my elbows forward a little bit, and I'm just going to lift my tum and my bum. My knees and my elbows stay down while I extra super lift my tum and my bum. I use a funny little analogy. It's not funny right now, but it will be later, that an iguana is going to walk underneath my belly button. An iguana wearing a stegosaurus outfit. So lift your tummy, squeeze it up, and relax down. And as Lawrence Welk used to say, wonderful, wonderful. Come on out, kids. Boop. Yoga for 50 plus minus. It's the place to be for the cool kids. Now, for the next thing, I've told you 1,000 times, unless you're brand new. If you're brand new, you get one little bit of dispensation from me, but otherwise, I know you guys have yoga blocks now. So for this one, we probably only need one, but watch me first, because in a moment, you're not going to be able, unless you want to put your laptop on your face, but we're just going to do bridge pose. Watch this. All my locals know how to do this. I'm on my back, flat as a pancake. I rocket my high knee up, and I put just one happy block underneath my sacrum. My sacrum is the triangular shaped bone that goes from my belt line down to my coccyx. Try spelling coccyx. The Pharaoh had a rhythm trouble with his coccyx. You will not spell any of that correctly. So now this is bridge pose. Now, theoretically, if you're very mobile, you're like 13 years old. I've got a lot of younger people tuning in nowadays, yoga for 50 plus minus. You could put 2 blocks under, but I don't want you to kill yourself. It's bad for business. And now we're just going to rest in bridge pose, and then we'll do some variations and at least a minute of this, okay? Now, how do you know that you're overdoing it? Foam is coming out of your nose, blood is spreading across your mat, bones are sticking out, you can't breathe. So this is Wednesday. Relax. Just being in this pose, once you get in it, the pose kind of does you, so to speak. Good stretch for the back of my neck. Squeezes my thyroid gland. Improves my humor gland. Now, if your body has delivered you in a position where your knees cannot lift up and your legs won't go up yet, you can try it for a moment. But after a while, you'll get into this position called Viparita Karani, where your buns are lifted by the height of your block, obvi, and your legs go up. And this gives us many, if not most, of the benefits of doing an inversion without necessarily doing a shoulder stand or a headstand and breaking our neck. Now, not only does this deliver myriad physical benefits, but it also builds psychic and emotional benefits, one of which is patience. You have to be patient. You can't reach your phone. There's no TV set on your ceiling, at least I hope not. If you have a TV set on your ceiling, get some help. Good, now the discipline, we take our legs fully out to the side to hi, how you doing pose, legs fully out to the side. Again, if you're brand new, a little of this will go a long way. Ankles, 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of you will just drive by these positions for a few weeks, but if you like and subscribe and you faithfully come back, you'll get better at all this stuff. Now I'm going to squeeze my legs back together. I'm going to bend my knees, and I'm going to do a pose that my friend Helga does really well. She lets her knees, she has a very deep forward fold. Her knees can actually relax all the way down because she has a deep forward fold hip crease. Mine is very middle of the road, very vanilla, but I love vanilla, and so I'm fine with this. But now my more flexible forward folding friends, they're going to straighten their legs, and with their buns on the blocks, they'll let their legs drift down over their body with the deep support of their hips on the block and their spine remaining long because you don't really have a choice. And this is the best yin forward fold that I've ever invented. It shows how my forward fold is very run-of-the-mill, but that's okay. It's not my best quality. Got some other things. Of course, this could be done with the knees bent. You'd be getting a really good kind of restorative, squeezing squat type pose. You decide. Now, here's the pièce de résistance for the night for my friends in Paris. We're going to widen our legs. Your left thigh is going to wrap super tight over your right thigh. And my bendy friends like Kristen, she's going to put her left foot underneath her right ankle. And now Now you find out if you lifted your butt too high, because now my right foot will come down. There's the floor. This is the tightest part of my body. But at least I'm working on it. I'm not complaining, no excuses. No one else is to blame. It's not my parents' fault. It's partially their fault. It's definitely my brother's fault. Good, and then you just let that right heel sink down, open up your hip flexors. Took me all the way until now to get my right heel down. I got to smooth my breathing out. This is better than going to Tahiti for 6 weeks on vacation, because all that does is stress you out. This is better than that. Good, now I'm going to bring my knees back in. I'm going to take my legs back up. I'm going to do hi, how you doing pose again. Legs out super wide. Right thigh all the way over my left. Super tight cross. One of these days that right ankle goes underneath. Then the challenge, fun, play, creativity, anguish, ecstasy, bliss, torture of bringing your left foot down, which might be easy for you. Good for you. Happy for you. Now, what's good, if this is like got you on your edge a little bit, that's good. We should be on our edge sometimes. If you're consciously on your edge, you get used to it. You grow your nervous system. You enlarge your psyche. You build courage and bravery and strength. But if you're on your edge, use your breath to calm yourself down. Good, now I'm going to bring my knees back in, feet on the floor. I'm going to rocket my hiney up to the waxing crescent moon. I'm going to get the blocks out of the way. I'm going to bring my hindquarters down. I'm going to stretch my legs out. I'm going to relax my arms. Now, everybody in the world, the billion people watching, you're going to go into 5 minutes of relaxation. And I'm only going to sit up to say goodnight to my friend Helga, because she is my hero. Night, Helga. Guten Nacht. And everybody else into Shavasana, or I'm going to sick Helga on you. Night, Helga. Now, if you're brand new to yoga, Shavasana is laying on your back and relaxing for 5 minutes. So what's not to like? I'll do it with you. Twist my arm. I twisted yours. I like a blanket underneath my neck. And 5 minutes starts now. Doesn't this feel good? You're doing this with thousands of people around the world at the same time, bringing peace and understanding. Okay, my friends, stay nice and relaxed around the world, whether you're down the street or across the ocean. There's my voice starting to come back. Gently breathe back into your body after an excellent yoga session together. Good. Feel your body weight back on the floor. Feel yourself back inside your skin and your clothes. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circulate super feel God through yourself. And when you're ready, curl over onto your right side. Take your time. Good. Now, this is interesting. Keep your eyes closed when you sit up. It helps to keep the, how shall we say, the sanctuary on the inside. Let's not let it spill out yet. And a nice way of finishing is bringing the head down to the heart and the hands into the heart, connecting thought, feeling, and action, gathering into the place where we all come together. And then all together we say around the world, Namaste, in whichever language is yours. Maybe you're a native Sanskrit speaker. Wherever you are, YouTube friends around the world, thanks for joining in. Thanks for growing this vibe. I hope you felt the inclusiveness, the desire to make sure everybody can get in the game and get involved, and that you feel a little better just by joining in. Please like and subscribe. My cat and I really, really, really need it. It really helps. And we look forward to spreading yoga with you soon.